Lovers of beer are often blissfully unaware of the negative impact their pints or six-packs have on the environment. While the fight against climate change is most certainly a responsibility for all, it's the people enabling these climate-changing effects that hold the most accountability in saving our planet. Taking that lead in the global booze industry is Young Henrys, a pioneering group of beer brewers in New South Wales, Australia that have managed to come up with a formula to effectively reverse climate change and save the planet one beer at a time. Carbon dioxide algae equals oxygen. Young Henrys co-founder Richard Adamson hopes to change the way we fight climate change. Image, ABC News. Experts say that the amount of carbon dioxide produced from fermenting hops to make a six-pack of beer will take a regular tree 2 days to absorb. Realizing how slow that natural absorption is, the folks at Young Henrys turned to the scientific community to figure out a way to speed up the process. Working with a team of scientists from the University of Technology, Sydney Climate Change Cluster, C3, the beer makers set up two 400-liter bioreactors filled to the brim with trillions of microalgae, which absorb carbon dioxide and convert it to oxygen, much like trees do. Young Henrys co-founders Oscar McMahon, left, and Richard Adamson pour beer from a fermentation tank. Image, Reuters. Samples of microalgae being collected from a bioreactor. Image, Reuters. But that's just about where the similarities end. Where just one single tree takes 2 days to absorb carbon dioxide and turn it into oxygen, one bioreactor full of microalgae is able to produce enough oxygen to rival 2 hectares of untouched bushland. We could knock down our whole site and plant trees, and it would take years before they did the same amount of carbon sequestration and oxygen creation as those 2 bioreactors, Young Henrys co-founder Oscar McMahon told Reuters. As an urban carbon sequestration and oxygen producing solution, it's mind-blowing. Using microalgae to reduce methane emissions in livestock. Good green algae. Image, Young Henrys. Feeling the responsibility to broaden the use of microalgae in fighting climate change, Young Henrys and the team at C3 have also teamed up with independent meat and livestock regulator Meat and Livestock Australia, MLA, to conduct research on algae's ability to cut methane output of livestock when included in a balanced diet. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, livestock activities account for roughly 14.5% of global greenhouse emissions, or 7.1 gigatons of CO2 per year. Alcohol production makes up 0.7% of global emissions. The new project aims to reduce methane emissions from cattle by 20%. Image, ABC News. When you consider the fact that 35.6% of Australians consume beer, with 90% of Australian households consuming beef regularly, there's no better time to introduce the powers of algae in the fight against climate change. Instead of us digging something up, making a product, and then throwing it away, we circularize it and we're actually going to use our carbon effectively, said Peter Ralph, the executive director of C3. Read more life stories. Soon, you can buy and drink cow's milk that doesn't come from cows. Woman is second known person to cure herself of HIV without medical treatment. Fucking gin name ruled as offensive in UK. Tima can probably relate. Cover image sourced from Reuters and ABC News.